Hello guys, my name is GIngernator, and today we are playing Halo Wars 2 Blitz Beta. It's finally here. We are doing a strat that I personally like. I did after my live stream. I've figured out my best playthrough type style. It's to get a lot of early game focused infantry and then secure one point and then basically hold out for a scarab. And I'll show that a little bit better off inside the gameplay than I can saying it. So let's get into the game. It's loading in right now. And basically my idea behind this is to be able to drain the enemy's resources by taking them yourself. I use a lot of jump pack brutes in my gameplay, and I think they're very, very effective for what they do.
Commander, let the carnage begin!
Prepare for Blitz.
That was a fantastic laugh.
Game starts in 3, 2,
1, go. Alright, so let's head over here to Charlie. I'm going to send everyone over here. Send all my brutes over here to do a jump. I'll send my anti-air over here, just as a hillside, so he'll be a little bit safe. Okay, so we saw some resources over here. I'm going to send one brute over there, and a second brute is going to stay behind and take this. Now we want to be able to take the enemy's resources at all cost. So we just captured Charlie there. I could move my other brute to Bravo, but I actually don't want to. I'll see if I can move my anti-air over there. We took the resources that were over here, what I call the gubs. Basically, that's your income for this game. So right here, as you can see, I just took all of that. I forgot the actual term for it. It's by the mini-map there in the bottom left. So I'm going to bring in some units now. We see they have a lot of infantry, so I'll bring in some infantry of my own. Grunt mob, that's just 3 of the grunt squads, and as well a regular grunt. So we've got all these guys over here, and they're all seeming to go for Bravo. We'll get all units. You got to do a double tap. It's a little bit confusing for me personally. And then I'll get my. That's actually not mine. Where's my air at? Oh yeah, I am yellow. Okay. So we'll get our brutes. Get them to hop on in. Now this does damage when you do throw them inside the battle. So it'll damage the enemies that are over there. I am yellow, by the way. If it gets a little bit confusing, there's tons of units over here. The Y abilities are actually not as nearly prevalent as they were before in previous games. Now let's see who I actually still have alive. I want to keep my Reaver alive, my anti-air. He's pretty good at everything. He's pretty low health right now. Now I'll drop in some jetpack brutes and also a blisterback. These things are fantastic. Let's go and put them down so the Wolverine doesn't tear them apart. Now what this guy does is he basically is excellent at any kind of sieging or artillery needs that you have. Bring in some suicide grunts. You know what you do. We got some hunters as well. Do a pretty good job. Now we are being sniped from up above. Do they have the Wolverines still? Oh, they do. So we need to get this guy back. He's going to die. Yeah, he is already dead. Oh well, that was still pretty good. So let's get some elite rangers in. If you look at the very top of the scoreboard, we are topping off the scores right now. They have not been able to score at all this game. There we go. So you need to hold the majority of the flags to be able to score points. 200 points to win. We're already at 62. We're doing quite well. They keep wanting to contest, though. Let's get a guy in here. Is that a Spartan? No, it's just I don't know. I think it was just an ODS. Got wrecked. So we have the jetpack brute right here. This card that I have available. We want to use that right now when we get our resources. I believe it comes every minute, the resources do. I'll have to double check on that though. So we see there's one right here. We also have the one, I can't actually go to it fast. It's over here on the far left. So these are the ones that are most likely to be captured by the enemy. We want to make sure that those are the ones that we get and not the ones they get, because we want to secure all the resources. Now these resources are for our team. It's not just one of us. This unit here actually doesn't do any damage. It's just a support unit. It doesn't do any damage at all, so it's not helping them that they have that there. So as you can see, we're basically cornering off the side of the map. They're not getting any resources at all. Our allies are taking these resources quite nicely, and we've secured the point. Now they actually have units here, but we have a Alpha and we have Charlie at the same time. So they can't do anything to us. We're actually really secure right now. Let's throw in a few hunters to take that one tank that was over here. No need to let him get by pretty fast. Okay, we have a hornet there, so that's actually not a very good choice. Let's throw another blister back over here, and also an engineer to heal our allies. Now, I'm doing this choice to set my units off the actual point. The reason why I'm doing this is to make it harder for them to be attacked themselves. As you can see, we have... Oh, I actually need you down. 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 There we go. So, I have these grunts over here to take the main force, the main brute of all the damage we have right now. They're going to die, that's fine. You know, they're expendable. But we have all of our artillery over here on the hill. Now, this is kind of a noob strat. Everyone's a noob at the game at the moment. Especially at this specific game type. But we're pretty close to getting a scarab, and the enemy team is pushing out right now. Pretty hardcore, actually. We just need vision on the enemies to be able to bring in the artillery strikes. As you can see, I think that's a... Oh! Victory! We've already won, guys. They didn't score a single point in that match. That was a perfect round. Well, so let's look at the post-game stats here. The reason why we won is because they weren't able to capture anything. I guess they had this guy all AFK as well. That was certainly a reason why. He got on the zones a little bit and then quit. So we'll do another match. This is a little cheap one. But the strategy is still powerful, and I didn't even get to show off the scarab. But if you steal the enemy's resources before they get the chance to get it, as you saw with the brute jump pack brutes before, then you can just corner the market and you can secure everything on the map. So we'll get into another match. Alright guys, we are doing a 1v1 match this time. I'm going to choose Decimus as my leader. I quite like this strategy with the jump back brutes, and we'll try it in a 1v1 situation to show off how powerful it really is. Looks like our enemy is going to be Atriox. Now, I'm not quite sure how much the individual leaders will change how the battle goes. I do know that Atriox's starting units have a lot. There's a lot of infantry that starts off. I believe there's 3 grunts, a hunter, and a reaver, I believe, for one of the starting classes. Those are the units that you get right off the bat. You don't have to spend any of your resources on.
Get the troops! We will bring honor to the tribes!
Welcome to Blitz.
Welcome to Blitz. I love that they brought that announcer from the other Halo games. It's fantastic.
1. Game start.
Okay, let's bring everyone in. Let's have everyone jump right in. I'm going to have one of my troopers go... well, they're all going Alpha, so let's go Charlie with you. And we actually have some energy over here, so I'm going to send you back over here. So we want to go and take that energy. So they've actually reacted to us. They're going now to Bravo. We don't really want to fight them right now. We just want to be able to take 2 out of the 3 points. Ooh, what are they doing over here? They've got some infantry over here, so let's drop them down ourselves and take them out. We took Alpha right there, just as easy as that, and we didn't need to do anything else for that. We took the resources over here as well. Let's go bring you guys over to Charlie, as well as you. We'll go and send you over here.
Energy dropped.
Alright, let's go ahead and drop down Energy Mob, or Grunt Mob, sorry, and we're going to pick up all the gubs. Alright, we picked up the gubs for ourselves. We now have 0.6, and we also have some over here. I'm just going to not even engage the enemy. I'm just going to go straight for those. We only need 2 out of the 3 points to gain anything. I don't have to engage them right now, because they have all their forces just over here for the energy. And guess what? They're not going to get it, because I'm already on the point. And that's the powerful part of this strategy. We don't even need to fight the enemy early on. Alright, going to double tap and send all units to Bravo. I'm going to send them on the Wild Goose Chase, I think, actually. Let's send them to my base. Why not? So, what I'm hoping for is that they fall for the trap. They're going to go for my units here. Send off Blister back over here. Alright, so I need high ground to set this guy up on. And to do some work. I'm setting a trap for him. He's sending all of his units to go chase me down. Which, that will eventually be his downfall. Does he have any tanks? No, he does not. He just has a lot of hunters. Alright, it looks like he's bringing some guys over to my side, which is pretty smart of him. I would do that. And I actually don't have any troops ready, so he is outplayed me. He has taken Bravo. Let's go and send a trooper over there. One of the jetpack troopers. Okay, so he's gaining some of the points now. That's fine. You want to gain points? Cool. I'll take the rest. So I'll have to drop down another unit, I think, for Charlie. He's taken those as well. He just has one Marauder, sorry. And I think I'll drop down a Hunter squad, because he's going to bring it back to Bravo.
All units.
Okay, he seems to be bringing all the sources to Bravo. So I'll adjust accordingly and take the fight to him. Now this Blisterback has incredible range. As you can see, it's like across the map. And he's going to be able to do that and be perfectly safe doing it as well. Now, I'll drop down Suicide Grunts. I don't want Suicide Grunts, but I'll get the Reaver as well. Alright, so we got more resources too. I want those resources. I really need those resources, even more than I need the objective. So let's go get them. So sending all units over there. God, what do you need? I have a lot of useless power-ups right now. I say useless, but it's just not the ones I need for this type of match right now. So I picked up these horses over here. I'm going to get the ones north, and I'm going to get the ones over here too. Grunts. So right now I have 160. Grunt mob? Sure. He's just laying through all these guys. Blisterback, that's what I needed. There we go. Let's get a Blisterback. Now we have all of the resources. We have every single resource on the map that dropped, except for this one over here, of course, but I'm about to go get that. Now, for these resources, it doesn't have to be infantry per se that grabs it. It can be anything. It can be flying units. Brutes. That's okay that they're dying. It's perfectly okay. Let's pick up the Scubs. Oh, they do have to be infantry. Okay, so let me drop down a Hunter squad. Can you pick it up? No. Suicide Grunts. I know this seems a little bit wasteful. Alright, so we're taking Charlie. There we go. Got the Gubs now. Ooh, this is gonna be a problem. Let's bring a Reaver in for this Banshee. They're gonna take out our Blisterback. We don't want that to happen now, do we? I'll get you to help secure Charlie up here. We have one on Bravo, we have one on Charlie. And they have a little bit of crossfire as well, so they'll be able to fire on both sides. So I'm going to just move you over on Bravo to take the point so we can start taking these reinforcements. It looks like they're learning. They've actually brought a guy over here. Very, very interesting. Now, I'm going to use your special ability to go jump. Oh, it's going to take forever, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to take forever. These elites, I need you to not die right now. That's what I need you to do. So, yeah, that Blisterback's going to die pretty quickly. Now, resources. I really need these resources. Now, for a regular player, they would know better. They would know to go for these resources right now. But this guy seems a little newbie, because he's not going for it at the moment. Let me just get rid of something. Let me get rid of this blast hammer. That's been a pain in my side forever. And let's get a Blisterback myself on this hill. Jump pack brutes over here. I know it seems a bit wasteful, because it is. We'll get some Marauder over here. Does that have anti-air? It does. Pretty good anti-air, actually. Alright, so he's finally getting some resources. But we have 215. It's really, really good. Alright, so let's get you set up. I don't know why you weren't set up earlier. So we have control of Bravo now. Now, what he's not going to be able to deal with is not the Engineer. That was actually the misfire. So right now, I have the Engineer over here. He's going to be healing up the Hunters. And I can just throw down a Scarab, and he can do nothing about it. Now, I'll go take out this Blisterback because that'll just be a pain on our side. He can't attack if he doesn't have line of sight, so he needs his allies to help him out. But, I mean, he's going to die pretty quickly. He's undefended over here. I have Hunters, I have everything going for him. And right now, he's losing the resource team. He doesn't have enough resources to fly his units. Now, he's getting more resources, yes. But guess what I'll have when he comes over? A Scarab. Now, the Scarab is only for a few moments. I believe it was around 30 seconds, but it's been pretty hectic in these games, so it's kind of hard to tell. But basically, it's around 30 seconds of just ownage, and they can't do anything about it. So right now, he's in a bad position. I have my artillery set up in a crossfire where they'll all hit in this Bravo area. He can go and mass his forces for Charlie, which I think that's what he's doing actually. So let me go react to that. Let me drop some Hunters down over here. And just as soon as he thinks he has victory, just as soon as he thinks he's going to have this point, I'm going to drop down a Scarab. He's going to be... Oh, he's going through her. the Reavers. Not the Reavers, I keep saying the wrong thing. So many names. He is going right now for the Bristlebacks. Bristlebacks? Blisterbacks.
Zone C contested.
Zone C is contested. Is it that big of a contest? Not really. Not enough to warrant enough from a Scarab, I wouldn't say. Now these guys over here, they're getting owned. Yeah, they're getting owned pretty badly. Let me get a Reaver over here. I want to get a Bristleback, but I don't also. Alright, so am I still gaining points? I am not. Alright, fuck it. Let's do a Scarab. Boom! Now this thing is a lot like the Super Scarab, and that has this little tractor beam in front of it. I say tractor beam, that's definitely not the right word for it. But it has like this little scanner, and I think it scans enemies. Overkill! Now, since there's no more enemies over here to kill, let's move the Super Scarab over here. And these enemies over here, they've been forgotten about. They're not even remembered right now. We've got the Super Scarab. They can't do anything to it until basically it dies. And I'm going to take out... Oh, they have a Scarab of their own. Clever girl. Now they're not going to be able to get to the point, though, because I'll be blocking the point with my units. Block them with your body spin. Hold. We will hold. Victory.
You fought like a brute, but remember your place.
Wow. Gonna be like that, Decimus? Alright guys, that was a fantastic round. I think shows off my playstyle perfectly. Just overwhelm them, take their resources so they can't do that. Now if it was a good player, they would be contesting those early resources really well. Now let's go to battle. Let's actually check out our stats on this. So I had 12 zones captured compared to his 8. Like, look at that. I'm the red one. I have almost all stars. The only one I didn't have was enemies killed. But again, I have the grunts in the front lines. I don't care about their lives. I want the victory. And that's what I got. So I had 12 zones captured. I had time on zones twice as much as he had. Twice as much energy gained. Energy spent as well because I had more money. Best killing spree is 4. I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's check the cards. Now, units played. I had a lot more cards than him. Units lost. Oh yeah, I had more units lost. But again, I don't care about their lives. Average population 8. So I had more units at any given time. I had more power plays. That was my bubble shield from the engineer. And also the hammer pushback. Now it's useful in some situations that I didn't find the game useful in that situation. It actually clogged up my cards quite a bit, and enemies affected. That was affected by the mini stun. So yeah, that was a really cool match. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know, and I'll be posting a ton of Halo Wars 2 content in the near future. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know. And as always, guys, stay classy out there.